GM Superb Man has officially made the biggest trade in NHL history. The Utah Yeti acquire the first overall pick for Karl Vejmelka, Sean Durzi, Jonas Brodin, Clayton Keller, 6 first-round picks, and $22 million of cap space. And there it is. The Utah Yetis have selected Jared Vesey, first overall, 82 overall, medium elite. He's got 3 X factors already. What's his stats look like? Look at that shooting category. Look at that shooting category. Jared Vesey has signed with the Utah Yetis, baby. A future captain? Maybe. All right, Utah, we are back. And it's time for us to start up the next chapter of Utah Yeti hockey with the first overall pick from Salt Lake City, Utah's own Jared Vesey. And man, the Yeti fan base not happy with their general manager. But I gotta say, I accomplished my 2 goals. Goal number 1, getting the first overall pick and selecting Jared Vesey. Bang, done. Goal number 2, not having any criticism that I either A, fleeced the game, or B, fleeced the Minnesota Wild. We put ourselves in a tough spot. We did not hurt the Minnesota Wild in the long term, and based on reading all the comments, I think I accomplished goal number 2, because all you guys were saying, Johnny, what the hell was that? Johnny, what the hell are you on? Johnny, you didn't have to give up so much. Johnny, you ruined the series for me. I mean, just insults coming in left and right. But you know what? That's why I get paid the big bucks as the general manager. So we have a lot of things to take care of here for year number 3. We've got the line change situation. I want to show you guys some potential trades that we can make. Also, I have a new strategy for scouting for year number 3, considering we don't have any first or second overall or second round picks this season. But before we get to that, I'll just address 2 of the major criticisms that came from you guys, the fan base. You deserve answers. Number 1, that I gave up way too much. Listen, I get it. I could have got the first overall pick for Clayton Keller and 2 firsts and Durzi. I get it, guys. All of your suggestions were way better for the Utah Yeti. But in terms of storytelling, if Vesey is a true generational player, I wanted it to be the biggest trade in NHL history. And I don't think we hurt the Minnesota Wild. So I'll accept your criticism that I gave up too much, but like I said, I accomplished my goal. And the second criticism was, Johnny, what the hell was with all that retained salary? You could have easily gone out and got Mikko Rantanen last year. You were willing to spend the money on retained salaries, but not on the superstar. Listen, that was 2 different situations, because last year we were going to have to lock ourselves in with Rantanen, with all of those players with contracts coming up. Remember, we got Chikrin because we didn't get Rantanen. What would our blue line have looked like? Rantanen would have been into his 30s. You think we're all of a sudden a Stanley Cup winning team? I still have to sign Michelli. I still have to sign Doan. Cooley's contract is coming up, right? Durzi was still had on the team. His $5 million. Moser, $4 million, right? Do you get another defenseman other than Chikrin? It would have put us into salary cap hell. The reason why I'm willing to retain money now is because Vesey is not going to get a contract for 3 years. That Keller and Durzi retained is only going to last 2 seasons. So we will bite the bullet right now and for next year so that we can leap ahead 3, 4, 5 steps. That's what I told you guys. I'm looking for something right in the middle. Not a full-on rebuild, not a step-by-step, but something in the middle. And we still have faces from that Arizona Coyote franchise. Think about it. We still have Cooley. We still have Gunther. We still have Michelli. And we still have Doan. All 4 of those players are going to be in my top 6. We still have a Moser on the point. I picked up Swayman, we got Chikrin, we drafted Kurtz, and now we get Vesey. So I took the best of what I wanted, and I got rid of the players that I didn't want. So again, I accept your criticism. You guys are the fan base. You guys want your voices to be heard. I get it, but as the general manager, that's exactly what I wanted to do, and we acquired our guy. So let's start up the year 3 regular season simulation. We're going to be taking it up to January 1st in this video. And at the end of the last one, we edited some lines. We took a look at the preseason, but I spent a lot more time here trying to figure out what we want to do. And I got some options for you guys, right? So obviously, I'm going to be making some changes from now until January 1st. But at the end of this simulation, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. There's part of me that wants to play Vesey on the second line to start. We still have a +4, but I'm worried that we're not going to be a good team. And I still want to make the playoffs because they have our Minnesota, that is, has our first round pick. Don't want that to be a lottery pick. Can we make the playoffs? Now, his shot is great, But his offensive awareness at 84, his poise is at 75, his defensive awareness is at 83. Not a good puck skills as well. So I'm torn between, do I want to play him on the second line so that we can simulate better? Or, I mean, considering I gave up the world for him, do we want to see if we can have the greatest rookie season of all time? Will he grow from now to the end of the season? Will the +5 not mean anything? Because when you think about it like this, a +5 at 82, if it works that way, that's an 87 overall. An 86 with a +4, that's a 90 overall. That's significant, that is. But I think I want to start the season with Vesey on the first line just to see how it goes. Maybe if we lose 3 in a row, I can move Laine up and down. The point is, I want to figure out how we can have a good season simulation, right? So Vesey, Cooley, Michelli on the first line, Gunther, Doan, and Laine on the second. I'm hoping that we see some good growth from Josh Doan. And then we have our penalty killers in the bottom 6. Now, Nabokov, Boris Nabokov. Don't know what I want to do with this guy just yet. He works out on the bottom 6 with this head coach, Adam Wright. We're going to talk about our head coach as well with the AHL in the future. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But I think for right now, I mean, I could move him up to the third line. I can move him down to the fourth line. Like I said, I want to have a good season. He's not a good skater. We're going to start him out in the fourth line, but I will track the stats. If he's having a better season than Joshua or Beauvillier, I can move him up. But he's listed as a depth forward, so I'm going to play him on the fourth line. If this hurts his growth, I get it. But we now have our top 6 of the future. I need another goal scorer for when Laine ages out. Nabokov, if you take a look at his AHL stats from last year, kind of plays like a playmaking two-way forward, almost like Schmaltz, right? Doesn't really throw the body. Yeah, he really is like a playmaker. So where does a playmaker fit into the top 6? Not really anywhere. I got Michelli, I got Cooley, I got Doan, and I got Gunther, who's the power forward playmaker. So we're going to use him on the third or the fourth line right now. I was thinking about putting him back down in the AHL, but no, we're not going to do that. Defensively, I've decided to put Kurtz on the left side. He's a left defenseman first, so that was a good suggestion. And that's why I kept Jacob Chikrin, because I need someone who can help out Kurtz. Kurtz, with this head coach, can only play on the first line, so that's going to hurt us as well. Second line, you got Moser and D'Angelo, Clifton, and Lazone. I get it. The blue line is weak, but these players I can either trade for or I can pick up in free agency over the next couple seasons. I get it, we're in salary cap hell right now, but just wait. Take a step back to leap forward 5 when it happens. Power play. Now, here's where I'm going to go off the rails a little bit. Never really done this, but we are going to make sure that our top 6 are all playing basically 20 minutes a night through penalty kill and power play time. If you're on the penalty kill, you're only on 1 power play lineup. If you're not on the penalty kill, you get 2 power play lineups. So the way I got it right now, Cooley, Vesey, and Laine. Now, what do you guys think would be better? Because I was contemplating putting Vesey on the point and Laine right there. Laine's got shock and awe and snipe, and he's got the better wrist shot and the better slap shot, while Vesey has off the rush, snipe, and big rig, so great drives to the net. I don't know, on the point, fake shot, go down the half wall and drive to the net. I don't know if it matters, you know what I mean? But it's clear that Laine does have the better shot. And he's got the better offensive awareness as well. Should he be in the offensive position? I don't know. I'm going to start the year with Laine, the big bomb. And Vesey, maybe he can get some X factors like crease crasher or big tipper or close quarters. I don't know how this guy's going to progress just yet. So we're going to leave him in the slot with Michelli, Cooley, and Kurtz. Kurtz getting some power play time in there as well. The second line power play, again, Vesey and Laine. These guys are not on the penalty kill. We're going to load them up. Our goal scorers are on the power play. I'm sick and tired of having a power play at 10% throughout the regular season. But we also got some ice time for Doan and Gunther. Michelli also is going to be on both power play lines. Yes. So the only guys who are on one power play line is Cooley, Kurtz, Gunther, and Doan, all right? Penalty kill lines. Oh, hang on. I forgot to show you guys. And yes, don't worry, I did it. Cooley to Vesey as the distributor for line number 1. And line number 2, it's Doan to Vesey. So we are really trying to prioritize Vesey for all the goal scoring, okay? The 4-man power play is similar. I got both lines the exact same. Cooley, Vesey, Laine, Michelli. Same thing for the second line, so we're really playing these guys. I will take a look at the ice time. If some of their ice times are like 25 minutes and above, maybe I'll scale back. Or if they're getting injured because they're playing too much, I'll scale it back. But for right now, I want to try it out. We got our top 6. Let's play them. So our penalty kill, Kerfoot and Beauvillier. That was a good signing in free agency. With Beauvillier, Chikrin is going to help out the penalty kill with those X factors. And Clifton, there's a +3 three. And then there you go. We're going to use Cooley and Genther. Genther as that power forward, maybe some shorthanded goals because Logan Cooley is so fast, and we still have the +1. And then the third man penalty kill, that's why we have Noah Gregor, and there he is, Boris Nabokov. He's not great on the penalty kill, but because he's a two-way forward, he does give me a +1. But that actually might be good, because if Nabokov doesn't like this penalty kill, he might like the pinch cycle penalty kill from Reed Camilleri, our pinch cycle head coach, right? So that is the third penalty killing line. The three-man penalty killing line, number 1, Cooley, we got Kerfoot, and we got Gregor, just basically the best guys who can win faceoffs down the middle for us. Extra lines, I'm going with Vesey again. I'm really playing this guy. Line and Michelli. Line can play the center position, and then Doan and Gunther as your third 4-on-4 pairing. 3-on-3 lines, overtime, Vesey, Cooley, Chikarin, Michelli, Line, Moser, Doan, Gunther, and Kurtz. And then the extra attacker, we're going to go with Cooley and with Vesey. Actually, Cooley, Vesey, let me think. Do I want Vesey? If it's penalty kill, I'm just maybe... Yeah, you know what? No. Let's go Vesey, just in case. I want him to get I want him to get all the chances he can. Vesey, you can shoot third, Vesey, as long as he's getting a shot. Because making the playoffs, yeah. We wanna make sure that we do everything that we can to make the playoffs here. And then Jeremy Swayman. So what I'm hoping for this year is a good year from Swayman. His numbers are going to drop because we don't have the defensive team. A good year though from a 90 overall goaltender and a power play that scores goals. Vesey and Line. So I'm hoping to be an offensive team this year. Now when you look at the AHL, I got all my guys in the lineup, but here's where we're going to have a little bit of fun. Okay, so I'm going to back out. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean here. So we have our new head coach that we signed last season as the associate coach, Reed Camilleri. Right now, I'm going to drop Angelitis, who is our teaching coach down there in the AHL. I'm going to drop him down to the assistant coach position, just so I can show you guys a visual on the screen. We're going to demote Camilleri to the AHL head coach position. So he is a pinch cycle head coach. Now, with the guys in the AHL, we can take a look and see which ones have a future with this head coach and which ones maybe we can move on from. Because now this is our trading, these are now our trading assets, considering the fact that we gave up our first rounders, right? So if you look at a guy like, let me see here, Fritz, who we just drafted, low elite. With the pinch cycle, he could be a fourth liner for us, right? Curry, Raimo Curry. With this guy, he could be a fourth liner for us. Uh-oh. Igor Gonchar, he could be a third liner for us. Well, we already have our top 6 made, so it's not horrible. Pekka Tukkonen, he can be a bottom 6 forward for us. Man, we're going to have to get some freaking X Factors. Sergei Karpatsev, oh man. All of my medium elite and low elite players do not like playing with the pinch cycle. Ladislav Sivan, third liner. All right, third line center. I kind of need that for the future. Norinen, third line winger. All right, so Sivan and Norinen on your third line could work for the future, but man, those forwards not too great. And then defenseman, I got Larson. Larson is a pinch cycle, so you can see what the defensemen do. Maxed out in the first and second line. Him with Kurtz on the first line could be great. Froats, he's matched that. Oh, man. So our defensemen are great. Our forwards, not so much. What about Levatori? He was pinch shoot, right? Pinch shoot. He could play the third line, not too horribly. And then Jesper Svensson, there you go. So the pinch cycle really does work out for our defensemen, not so much for our forwards. Now, I can also bring down our head coach, Adam Wright, just because it's preseason, we can have some fun here. So Camilleri back up to the associate coach position. Right down to the AHL coach position. My head coach is like, what the hell are you doing? Making some wild moves over here in Utah. What can I say? So now we go back to line changes. We take a look at the AHL once again. And now all the young players we can relook at. Hang on, not Koivu. Fritz was the first one. Fritz, let's see. Really good on the third line with Adam Wright as his head coach. Okay, Curry. Really good on the first and third line with Adam Wright as our head coach. Gonchar. Good on the third line. Oh my god. So Adam Wright is better for our forwards. Yeah, dumb cycle energy block. Look at these guys. They're all depth. Yeah, third and fourth line for Tukkonen. Karpatsev, first liner for Karpatsev. Sivan, third and fourth line. And Nornen. Oh, Jesus. Yep. All right. So our current head coach, Adam Wright, seems to be way better for the forwards, but the defenseman, Froats, only works on the first line. Larson only works on the first line. Svensson only works on the first line, and Levitore only works on the first line. So take your pick. Which one do we want to target? Do we want to go for depth with Adam Wright going forward, or do we eventually want to make the switch to a forward head coach with pinch cycle? Man, that's actually, I got my, I'm scratching my head right now. I don't even know what I want to do. Associate coach, there you go. Right back up to the NHL coach. He's happy again, yeah. And Angelitis as the AHL head coach, and then Camilleri up to the. I got that associate coach. What the hell? It's just not show. Oh, it's grayed out. It says 101. Hang on. Let me just make sure I didn't screw anything up here. Coaching staff. That's the last thing I need. Right, Camilleri. Yeah. Perfect. All right. We don't have an assistant coach down there in the AHL. That's fine. All right, I also sent out my scouts, so I would love to know what you guys have to say about the players down in the AHL. Which ones should we be targeting? Because the ones that don't grow this year and the ones that don't have a future with our team, those are our trade baits if we want to acquire a player. All right, so I'm really going to be focusing on the progress reports this year, but anything and everything. And quick substitution, I got Nord and Bow sitting. So which players did you like? Which defenseman did you like? And what do you think about the future? What should we be doing there? I got Bloomfist as our backup goaltender. So basically our AHL team is not going to have a good year, but we are playing all of our young guns, and we're going to see which ones grow. All right, so those are the line changes. Those are the coaching situation. All right, now, the scouting situation. I've decided this year to go with 4 pro scouts. I have taken 1 scout out of the Dub, out of the O, and out of the QMJHL, and out of the US Central. I decided to keep 2 scouts in Sweden, Finland, and Russia. I don't know why. I've had good success with getting players from those 3 leagues, so I'm going to keep them there. But we now have Tuominen, Bishop, Lewis, and Backstrom in each one of the NHL divisions. Why? Because now that we have our top 6, and now that we have the head coach that we want, we need to start trading for chemistry. Players that we might need, a defenseman that we might need, a bottom 6 forward that we might need, which means I need to know which players will fit in. So I've already gone ahead and for each one of these guys, scouting a group of players. It looks like this, basically. What the hell? That doesn't look like that. Hang on. Okay, so I'll just do it again. Atlantic. I'll just do it again. I'll show you guys exactly what I did. I guess it just reset. It's going to be complete, the entire division, max age 30, any position for the entire season. You do that, and these scouts will just start to uncover all the NHL players and their chemistry. So, maybe at the trade deadline, maybe at January 1st, we make a big-time trade. I am going to start scouting the entire NHL. And when it comes to my amateur scouts, to give you guys a quick look-see, scout-specific players did the same thing, player style first, or playing style first, but I have decided to not go after any players that are getting drafted in the first or second round. This season, all we have are 4 or 5 third-round picks, 4th-round picks, and 5th-round picks. So we got to find some gems back here, okay? So I think it's November 1st, November 3rd, yeah. So I can take this scout all the way up to November 1st, and then I got to do some more micromanaging, all right? Next up, the proposed trade screen. There are some players that we could go for. I'm not going to go through the whole list. A lot of defensemen. But if you take a look at the Columbus Blue Jackets, Zach Werenski is still available. Now, 29 years of age, 2 years left. Would we be able to make the salary cap work? I don't know. But the point I want to make to you guys, I need the visual. If we decide to move on from, say, Gonchar and Tukkonen because they don't work with the head coach and they're not progressing, bang, there's your trade bait. And now that I know what we have up top with the top 6, now that I know we got Kurtz, I can just start to fill in the gaps where we need it, right? The young players that we know can fit in the team that are progressing, I'd like to hold on to them. But we don't need to have 12 different low elite or medium elite players coming through the system, right? We can definitely move on from them. Alrighty, so that was a good intro. Let us start the season simulation. We have a few more preseason games. In fact, yeah, look at that. The very next preseason game is against the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wilds at home. I think it's our very first home preseason game, so let's jump in there and let's see what we got. A real-time simulation with this new lineup. Minnesota, Clayton Keller, Sean Durzi, Brodin, Vejmelka. Oh my god, it's brutal. I don't know. The Utah fans, do you think they're cheering for the Minnesota Wild while they're in the building? Michael Misa, oh mine. He's going to be, what, their 7th best forward? Connor Clifton, there you go. Blue liner, baby. Ogren scoring on Swayman. And that's going to be an interesting thing as well. You know, the last 2 seasons, we've been a good defensive team. Are we going to actually turn back into what I hate, having a good goaltender that just can't keep the puck out of the net? Machelli scores against Gustafsson. Or will we be a good offensive team? I'm hoping our power play this year, it's got to be better than 10%. It's got to be with Line A and with Vesey. And I'm hoping Vesey has a 10 out of 10 shot frequency. I know he's a shooter because the scouting said goal scoring and pro release, and his best category is shooting. But remember Ukraine Wayne, he was a playmaker who shot a lot of shots, but his shot power and accuracy were all mid-80s, so he'd finish the year with like 30 goals. I'm hoping that this guy gets to like 99 and like something like Line A with a 10 out of 10 shot frequency. That would be absolutely unreal. There it is. Boris Nabokov, baby. Boris Nabokov, but Brock Faber ties it up. Oh my God. Gregor, shorthanded. Yeah, our penalty kill still looks great. Speedy players on the penalty kill. Come on, boys. The first time at home ice this preseason. Oh, we got to jump in. We got to jump in to see if the Minnesota Wild can get back. Let's go. So here we are in the ice cave with a 1-goal advantage almost to the end of preseason. I had to see the Minnesota Wild in here, though. Where is he? Where is he? Where's Clayton Keller? Oh, no. Machelli around the outside. Machelli back to Vesey. Vesey on his backhand, unable to move. There he is. Clayton Keller, number 10 for the Minnesota Wild. Rossi finds Brodin. Faber walks in. Good save right there. Was it Swayman? Don't know. Keller with the shot. Short side. Oh my God. Keller and Kaprizov together. Playmaker and freaking sniper. Look at them go. Chikarin, play defense, my man. Up to Vesey. Vesey is the empty net. Oh, they didn't pull their goaltender yet. No, 23 seconds. Will the Minnesota Wild be able to get back in this game? Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. Stop them. Line A. Move it up, move it up, move it up. They didn't pull their goalie. Patrick Line A in alone. Oh, he passes it to Cooley. Man, is Cooley just the worst on a breakaway? The guy keeps on getting robbed. Rossi poked off the puck by Jacob Chikarin. There it is. Chikarin, lock it down. Lock it down. And there you go. Home ice. I know it's preseason, but they defeat the Minnesota Wild. That should calm down the fan base just a little bit there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough preseason, right? Let's jump to Jared Vesey's first career NA. Oh, look at the boys. Look at the boys. Yeah. So we defeat the Minnesota Wild in preseason. Just to give you guys a visual, this is what their team looks like here for year number 3. There he is, Clayton Keller, Rossi, and Kaprizov. Can you say X Factors? Yeah, I think I helped them. Boldy, Erikssonek, and Ogren. Jansevsky, the first overall pick, still back there on the 3rd line with Michael Misa, the 7th overall pick. So they got a nice forward core. And their blue line, hey, there's Brodin back in there. He still is a top 4, so he hasn't dropped off. And there's Dursey. And they brought back Jared Spurgeon. Unbelievable. Isn't that against the rules? I mean, how can I buy him out and then he goes back to the team? Or I guess because I bought him out, he's allowed to go back to Minnesota because there was a trade there? I don't know. Jared Spurgeon, they worked some magic there. And then goaltenders, they got Wallstedt. So Minnesota's got a good team, but it's preseason, like I said. And I'm just hoping that we can make the playoffs in this year. Please, God, let the goal scoring and the goaltending be there for me. I'm gonna get shit on, man. All right, so let's finish preseason. I can simulate up to November 1st. Then I got to micromanage the scouts. We can do that, no problem. All right, so that's a 3-1 win against St. Louis and a 6-2 loss against the Colorado Avalanche. Your Utah Yetis were 4-3 during preseason. Is that good? Is that bad? Who knows? Players on waivers. Waivers will be in effect. Oh, I also forgot to tell you, yes, the 2 scratch players that we have on our roster are 2 tough guys, Rempe and Douglas. All right, so hopefully we have no injuries because that's when the depth is really going to hurt us. So the Calgary Flames, got to jump in there. His very first game. And you know what was something funny? I was looking at his X Factors. I was actually thinking for coach mode, what would be some good X Factors, right? When you're actually jumping into the game, what would be good? Big Tipper, maybe? What's that one where it's just a quick, like, is it make it snappy? It's just a quick snapshot. That would be good. Also, off the rush could be really nice. Great slap shot off the rush. So if I see Vesey skating across the blue line with the puck, I might just hit RB and see what off the rush does for me. Imagine he just starts sniping Genos with that. That could be beautiful. So I want you guys to comment away. What do you think would be good X Factors for our in-game simulation when I'm in coach mode, because I might start looking at that. I might have to start, yeah, this guy's got it, hit RB. Anyways, so here we are in Utah for the very first game of the Year 3 regular season simulation. It's Jared Vecsey's first career NHL game. Oh God, Brock Boeser opens up the goal scoring for the Calgary Flames. Oh man, Blake Coleman opening it up again. There it is, Jack Drury. He's going to score for the Utah Yeti. All right, we're only down by 1. Calm down, calm down. There it is, Michelli, but there it is, Patrick Laine, the goal scoring. The goals, oh my God, Kurtz, he scores in the opening day. What a crazy first game. This is only the first period, and the offense is there. Kurtz and Laine and Michelli and Drury. Did Vecsey get an assist in his first game? We don't know. Second period underway. This is a wild one. Power play. Here we go. No, nothing goes in. Oh. All right, there's no way our power play is going to be as bad as last year. There's no way. With Laine and with Vecsey out there, with Cooley getting better. And, you know, maybe Vecsey gets better over the course of the year. Maybe we get more X factors in there as well. We're already at +5, but the second line could get better. And Bachfist going to get a late one. That's a ball breaker right there. All right, if we got a 1-goal game again with like 5 minutes left, I might jump in there. It's his very first game. Oh, you know what? It's his very first game. I want to try that off the rush. Let's jump in immediately. So here we are, third period about to start. Don't worry, it's not going to take too long, but I really want to try out off the rush with Jared Vecsey. So I need more than one shift. Chychrun. Oh, that wasn't me. I did not hit RB right there, but that's basically what I'm looking for. Chychrun misses the net. Goes side. Cooley with a good back check. Cooley's fast. Go with the Cooley. Oh, man. Gets hit on the boards right there. So we are up by 1 against the Calgary Flames, who have been flaming out in this universe. But they did pick up Jerome's son, Kadri, into the middle, and Swayman into a big third period save. All right, so defensive zone face-off, I know what to do. You whip out Jack Drury. You need a face-off, you bring out your fourth line. So there's Nabokov, there's Drury, and then it's Gregor. So if we can get the puck win, get it to center ice, then I'll quickly get a line change in there, all right? Jack Drury, yeah, it's a scrum, back to Weegar. Not a face-off win. Kadri did a good job. Huberdeau back to, oh man, Anderson, the right-handed defenseman, couldn't get that shot off, but he's got it again. He loses it. Come on, fourth line. Come on, fourth line. Oh man, fourth line against their first line. There it is. There it is. Change it up. Full change. Full change. Full change. They missed the puck. Full change. Everyone get off. Huberdeau goes back for the Flames. Brock Boeser over to Anderson. There's Kadri windmilling in the neutral zone. Nazem Kadri. Off the right side, passes in the middle, Kerfoot intercepts it. They'll go with it, Patrick Laine. How many goals is this guy going to have for us this year? Across the blue, oh my God! Patrick Laine toe dragged 2 players before Oleksiak came to their rescue. What was that? They actually playing well. Granny Smith, one-timer, good save by Swayman. D'Angelo breaking it up. There's Patrick Laine again. Let's see what this guy can do. I mean, had he shot, man, if I see Laine do a toe drag, I got to tell him to shoot it. He's got shock and awe. Oh, man, I got to remember. Oh, into the middle. Just misses the net. What are we doing? Gunther, get it out, my man. Get it out. I might want to try for a first-line shift. Yeah. First line. Get out there. First line. Yep. Full change. Full change. All right, Jared Vecsey, get in there. Yeah, forecheck by Vecsey. He almost got the body check. I want to try an off the rush so bad. Lehkonen making moves. Shot. Good save again by Swayman. Get that puck, Chychrun. Get that puck, Vecsey. Oh, he misses it. Oleksiak, quick shot. Another save by Swayman. Holy crap, can we get the puck out? Chychrun, there you go. Moves it up to Michelli. Michelli poked off the puck by Oleksiak. Wow. The Utah Yeti can't get anything going right now. Chychrun, we got to get speedy, we got to get faster players. Like Cooley, look how fast he is. Holy shit. Cooley up to Michelli. Michelli trying to dangle through the middle. Get it to Vecsey. I want Vecsey to shoot it off the rush, please. I really do. Peltier over to, oh my God. What, Vecsey, where you? What did Vecsey just do? Oh no. How am I going to justify that to the fan base? Oh, he went for a line change at the worst time. Oh no. Oh no, oh God. Hang on a second, the replay. There he goes. I'm going to have to show you guys a better view of that in case you didn't see it. Jared Vecsey, he was back on D covering up Kurtz, I think. Kurtz was caught pinching. So there's Vecsey. He's playing defense. And then he just decides, what the hell are you doing? He doesn't know. Oh, shit. He stopped Chychrun from getting back on D. And then he went for a line change. Vecsey, you fool. And they scored. Oh, no. That's all right. It's his first career game. He'll bounce back. He'll bounce back, right? He's got to. Maybe he can get the game winner. 4 minutes left. Vecsey, oh, oh, God, no. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, the fan base is going to rip me to shreds, man. Oh, Uyghur gets through. The Calgary Flames are not even simulating. They're playing much better. Chikrin, I got to get crash the net. No. Let's just press. Let's just press. Let's get aggressive with this. Let's get aggressive with this. Yeah, let's go after them. Man, would you guys stop skating into the middle of the ice? I got to tell them to shoot it. We got to try to do something else. They just keep on losing the puck. Beauvillier behind our own net. Gets it up to Kerfoot. Kerfoot now, off the right wing. Go, 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 go. Go wide with it. Go wide with it, Kerfoot. There you go. Into the middle. Dakota Joshua. Kurtz. Oh, damn it. Kurtz, take the shot. Uyghur now. Poked off the puck by Lazone. Good job, Lazone. Oh, can I get a first line shift out there? First line at the end of the game. First line. There it is. Vesey. Vesey. Oh, come on. Get around Mackenzie Uyghur. I almost got the chance for the off the rush slap shot. Wait a minute. Cooley. Michelli. Go. Give it. Yes. Off the rush. Bang! Oh, he wristed it! Oh, I told him to shoot it! He fucking did a toe drag! Vesey, what are you doing? I wanted the slap shot. He fucking wrists it. Oh, Brock Besser late. There you go. Good job, boys. We get a point. We get a point. Oh, no. Oh, no. I keep on trying to get Vesey to look great out there, and he keeps on screwing up. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Overtime. Let's play aggressive. It's Cooley. It's Vesey. Up against Kadri and Besser. We got Chikrin out there as well, and I think it's Rasmus Anderson. Face-off won by Kadri's a good face-off taker. God damn it, man. Chikrin, though, gets back. Move it up. There you go. Vesey, go with it, buddy. Let's see what you 2-on-1. Vesey and Cooley. I don't know what the Flames are doing. Oh, my God. And alone. Oh! And in his first career game, Jared Vesey with the overtime winner. I don't believe it. What scenes in Utah? Well, I look like a genius now. Thank the hockey gods for delivering that. A roller coaster ride of emotion in his first game. He goofed up in the third period. They tied it up, but then he's the hero in overtime. Thank God. Thank the hockey gods. Look at that finish. Backhand to forehand. Cooley did his job, and Vesey, his very first game, gets the game winner. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, sometimes I think life's a simulation. What in the hell? How did that just happen for me? How did that just happen for me? Oh, man. Well, I'll accept the apologies now. Yeah, I'll accept all the apologies. All the death threats, all the insults, all the cocaine jokes. Oh, my goodness. You could not have scripted that game any better. Utah gets the first overall pick. They draft Salt Lake City's own Jared Vesey, and in his very first NHL game, he scores the overtime winner. I mean, my goodness. And I didn't even show you guys the box score. That wasn't it. He had an assist in there as well. 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, a +2. I mean, my God, that's legendary. We'll forget about how we screwed the pooch there in the third period. You know, he's young. He's going to make mistakes, right? Whew. Maybe the comment section is starting to tilt in my favor a little bit. I don't know. But that was a real-time sim, so let's get to the regular season simulation and see how he does. Only 1 game, right? I want to take it up to November. Yeah, I want to take it up to October 1st. Wait. Where are we right now? We're October 17th. Yeah, I want to go to November 1st, all right? So only a few games at a time. I want to make sure that if we are losing games, I can make some line changes, like I said. So here we go, up against the New York Islanders, and that's a 3-2 victory. All right. What did he get? Let me just keep a track on this guy. 4 points for Chikrin. Anything in his second game? Oh, man, I wish I could just navigate these so much fast. Look how slow it is. Ah, it's so slow. No, nothing in his second game. So the point streak is broken at 1. That's all right. That's all right, as long as we're getting wins. As long as we're getting wins. This is the weakest our team is going to be right here at the beginning of the season. Back-to-back games, Vancouver and Washington. Let's see what we got. Up against the Canucks. They won a Stanley Cup a few years ago. A 3-1 win over the Washington Capitals. 2 more games. Colorado, tough team. They're 4-0. Let's see what the Colorado Avalanche do to us here. Yeah, they're 5-0 now. Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. I just want to be around 500. The Winnipeg Jets, they're 1-3. Come on, divisional opponent. We can beat them. 7-4 loss. Oh, my God. We still got 4 goals, though, in that game. Swayman, what the hell is going on? The Anaheim Ducks, 1-3-1. All right, so 1 more game before November. Let's see what we got with this one. That's a 4-0 win. All right, so 4-3-0 in our first 7 games. I'll take that. As long as we can linger around 500, I'm very happy. 8 points in 7 games played for Matias Michelli. Let me just go to the player stats. I'll quickly take a look at the team stats as well. Vesey, holy... 6 goals in 7 games played, 1 assist. Let's see the shots, 29 shots. Shooting percentage, 20%. All right, I'm not going crazy just yet. Not doing it. It might just be coincidence, right? It might just be coincidence. What's our power play percentage? Goals for per game? All right, we're not everyone's scoring goal in our division. Holy shit. Those numbers are going to come back down. Goals against per game? 3.43. Those are going to come up. Colorado is killing it right now. My God. Power play percentage. What are we at? 23.8%. So, it's early. That number can easily fluctuate, but last year, it was the power play. The year before that was the power play. We might have just solved the power play. And the penalty kill, I just got to find a way to keep the puck out of the net, right? So, maybe some trades. I don't know. But yeah, I got the scouting to do. So, let me take care of the scouting. Micromanaging. Be right back. Alrighty, so I've done all the micromanaging. The next stage is the 1st or 2nd of December. They're going to go through the skills assessment, and we still have our scouts in the NHL. So just for the sake of, not argument, but curiosity, hang on a second here. I didn't go oh, Jesus, this game is it's so slow. Like, I'm trying to move over to propose. It moves. I hit A. It's even there when I come back, but it's still registered it as whatever. Don't complain. The Columbus Blue Jackets, right? Werenski. Has my scout uncovered what his potential or his chemistry would be? No. So the chemistry is still at 3 bar, but I could definitely send out a scout to quickly get that done. So I'll go complete for Bishop. We'll get Zach Werenski scouted, all right? But that's what I'm talking about. I want to figure out which players we could use to help this team this year right now, because if the trade's there to be made, I'm going to make it. So, we are 7 games in. Let us continue our regular season simulation. We can take it up to the next month. We got Pittsburgh. They're 3-3-0. LA. And, yeah, we want to beat those Western Conference teams. So, let's see what we got here. 3 games in a row. As long as we're winning, I'm going to keep this lineup out there. 6-4 loss against Pittsburgh. And the LA Kings, a 4-3 win. All right, so still hovering around 500. Even in the games that we lose, though, we're scoring goals. Like, there's 4 goals again. Back-to-back games, San Jose and Edmonton. We got Pacific, 8-1 loss, 8-4 win. What in the 8-4? Hang on a second. What's he up to now? Logan Cooley. See, there it is. You put a true goal scorer alongside a Logan Cooley, and now he's exactly the player that he's supposed to be. 12 assists in 11 games played. How many freaking goals does this guy have? What's he doing? He's still 82 overall. 7 goals. All right, 7 goals in 11 games played. He's slowing down a little bit. -5, though. Look at that. -5 on the first line. So, should we try that out? I don't know. What's Line A doing on the second line? 7 goals, -5 there. Beauvillier, -3 there. Fourth line, Gregor. I mean, maybe Nabokov up. All right, let me try Nabokov up just for a few. We are still above 500, so I'm actually all right with this. 6-5-0 is fine for right now. It's just if we go on that long losing streak, that's what I'm afraid of. We just got to stay there so that January 1st comes, you guys can see the video, maybe we can suggest some trades and try to make the playoffs here in year number 3. Minnesota, uh-oh. All right, we did the real-time sim in preseason. Let's not waste time. Let's see it. What would happen between these two teams in Minnesota? A 5-4 loss. Look at that. Oh. Then you got St. Louis and Chicago and Dallas. Oh, no. The heavy Central Division opponents. 4-3 overtime win, 5-1 win, and a 5-3 loss to Dallas. All right. I mean, I'll take that. 2-2 against your division. I'll definitely take that. Don't know what to make about Nabokov just yet. Let me see. Detroit. Any more losses? Tony DeAngelo has been injured with a concussion. Estimated return is December 25th. So let me go ahead and replace him. That's a 2-1 win right there. Let me take a look at Nabokov's stats. Have we been winning more games? I don't know. Cooley, 15 assists, so he's killing it. He's loving Jared Vesey as his line mate. Vesey, what are you, still 7 goals? What are you up to? 8 goals in 16 games played. I'll take it. He's on pace for like a 40-goal season in his rookie year. Kurtz is a +4 there. Kesselring goes into the second line. Yeah, that doesn't hurt us out at all. So Kesselring is a good substitution. What was that? Yeah, but it was Nabokov. That's what it was. He's still up. Okay, maybe Nabokov. Yeah, all right, Nabokov up to the third line. 4 goals, 8 assists for Nabokov and a +7. All right, I'd love to find Nabokov some playing time in the top 6, but we have our top 6 made. But he's been growing, so we'll see how that plays out. Is there any reason to look at progress reports? I mean, it's very early in the season. Hang on a second. Progress reports. Let's see if we have anything from this year so far. I think those are all from last year. Michelli, I think those are all from last year. Statistical growth. Yeah, Line A, yeah. So we don't have, where is he? Veshy, yeah. This year we haven't had any growth this year. So I think that's all last year still. So let's just try to get to January 1st. It's way too early in the season. So Nabokov being moved up to the third line. That's a change that we just made. We have Kesselring coming in for D'Angelo because he's out with an injury. Just a 2-1 win over Detroit. We got Boston. We got Toronto. We got Vegas. Vegas, that's a big game. Let's see what we got against Boston and Toronto. That's a 3-0 loss, followed up by there you go, 2 in a row. So when was the last time we lost 2 in a row? Have we lost 2 in a row this season? There you go. It was Winnipeg and Colorado. So don't know what to make of it. Let's take a look at some of the stats. Like I said, I don't want those long losing streaks. So if I see a few losses in a row, I'm going to change some lines. So Nabokov, what was your plus before? Let me take a look at it. Nabokov is +6, so we did go down. So let me just go back with Joshua there. Don't worry, I'm not saying that he did a bad job or anything. 8 goals in 18 games played, -5. Let me just for a game. Let me just try Line A on the first line. Let me just see, because again, I want to focus on Veshy, but I want to win games. So 9-9-0. We're still in a good spot. 18 points, but look how many, our division is not taking off. The Jets 12-6-0, the Blues. The Jets and the Blues are at the top. You got to think that the Avalanche, the Wild, and the Stars are going to get up there. So if our division is tight, the Kraken, the Canucks, if our division is tight, we can stay around 500. We could be in striking range come January 1st. So I'm going to try Line A on the first line here. Let's see what happens. One game at a time here, all right? Because if we lose, I'm going back with Veshy. Up against the Vegas Golden Knights, 2-1 loss. That's a tough team. Seattle. All right, there's 3 in a row now we've lost. I don't like this. Okay, I'm going back with Veshy. That's 4 in a row we've lost now. Uh-oh. Here come the losing streak, right? What's going on? Why aren't we winning? Allowing too many goals. Let me see this first line now. Cooley. You're a -5. You got a lot of points. They're getting their points, though. -11 for Michelli. Oh, my God. Veshy, -9. 8 goals in 20 games played. No, we're going to go back with that +5. I need Veshy to start growing, man. We need him to get more X factors, and we need him to start growing. Kurtz as well. I need you to start growing. What about Swayman in the net? What are your stats looking like? 8-9-7. I need better performances out of Jeremy Swayman. Let me take a look at the individual stats for our team. Is it the penalty kill? What's going on here? Why are we losing games? It's early. Could just be coincidence. I got to sort this out. We got to sort it out now. So goals for per game, man, Winnipeg way up there. Where are we? We're dead last for goals for per game. I don't think that's going to maintain. Those other teams are going to come down. Power play oh my God, not again. How? How did it go down to 13.1%? Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, I'm going to hear from it now. Penalty kill. All right, maybe Kurtz on the first line power play is too much. How much ice time a game is Kurtz getting? Because I could definitely throw Gunther in there to improve the first line power play. Hang on a second. There ain't no way this is happening. Kurtz maybe at 80 overall. What's his ice time? He's getting 25 minutes. Yeah, we can move Kurtz back. Move Kurtz for Gunther. All right, load up. So Gunther right there with Line A, Veshy, Michelli, and Cooley. And then I got Kurtz a little bit of power play time with Veshy, Michelli, Doan, and Line A. I can't play Gunther and Cooley on 2 power play lines because they're killing penalties for us. So we just gotta pull ourselves out of this funk. We need some offense, and we need Swayman to start playing. I mean, he's not gonna have a Vezina Trophy winning season, but I need him and the combination of the power play to just get me some freaking goals here. All right, so 2 more games before the end of November. We are 9-11 in 20 games. Come on, just stay at 500. Stay at 500. Sergei Karpotsev's been injured with injured ribs. Estimated return is December 9th. That is down there in the AHL. I'll replace that player. Up against Philadelphia, that's a 4-1 loss. And up against Nashville, 5-2 loss. Oh, my God. So how many losses in a row is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in a row. We were 9-7. We are now 9-13. All right, so let me see what I got. Don't really know if I can fight this too much. Veshy, 83. Did he grow? Was he 83 before? 9 goals in 22 games played, -10. He's growing, though, I think. Was he 92 before? I think 82 before? I think he was 82 before. Defensively, Chikarin, Kurtz, yeah, and then Swayman. I need Swayman. Swayman, buddy, I need you to start playing better. 8-9 save percentage ain't going to get it done. All right, so Veshy has begun to grow, but we have begun to fall back. We're going to need a really good December here to set up January 1st. I don't want to make any trades just yet. I want you guys to chime in, but now I got some freaking more. Do I got more to do? Yeah, micromanaging, right? Oh. All right, be right back. All right, so micromanaged, sent the scout out again. We are now targeting potential and comparison, and it actually didn't take that long because there's only a handful for each division. We still have our NHL scouts out there as well. But we can't focus on the draft. We got to focus on getting off this damn losing streak. 6 in a row. We were in a good position, 9-7-0, but now 9-13-0. So I want to take it up to January 1st. How many games we got there? 2, 5, 9, 13, 14, and then 15. Yeah, 14. So we got 14 games in the month of December. If we can go 8-6, I'd really appreciate it, boys. I would. We want to be within striking range, and right now in our division, 18 points. Our division is wild, though. I mean, it's all over the place. Some teams could drop, some teams. What you don't want are 3 teams that are just skyrocketing to the top, right? So let's try to get off this losing streak. Next game against the New York Rangers. Well, it's about to become a 7-game losing streak, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. How do we beat the 15-4-0? They just took us lightly. They just took us lightly, or it wasn't in Madison Square Garden. I was going to say Vesey's first trip to Madison Square Garden, 7-2 victory. All right, there's a 6-game losing streak over. Can we go on a little bit of a winning streak right now? 7-11-1 for the Florida Panthers. Watch, we lose against them. Watch. Central Scouting has released their draft rankings. Hey, we got a point. They're Eastern Conference teams. All right, so points in 2 games. Let's keep it going, boys. Up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sergei Karpatsev. Okay, so he's my first line right wing. I got to get him back in there. An 8-4 loss. Swayman, come on, buddy. Even in the games we're losing, there's 4 goals again. Oh my God. Edit lines. Hang on a second. Let's get Karpatsev back in there. Man, I wish these screens were. These screens are so slow, man. It's so bad, EA Sports. How do you go backwards over 10 years? Oh my God. Technology? No, let's make it look better at the you know what? I'm not even going to go there. All right. So, that was a loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Ottawa Senators, Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, so we're on a little bit of a Eastern Conference road trip right here. Ottawa 12-10-3. Mikko Rantanen. Oh no, Mikko. 5-2 win. All right. We're beating the teams. That's points. 3 games out of the last 4. Come on now. 11-14-1. Where are we? Still dead last. Oh, our division took off a little bit. They started to catch up in games played. That's why. The Wild, oh man, the Stars, our entire division above 500. Brutal. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 14-8-1. We're the trip to Pennsylvania. The Pittsburgh Penguins, let's see. Andreas Kurt's been injured with a fractured jaw. Kurt's, no, buddy. So I'll replace him. That's going to be, I'm going to have to bring up a defenseman. 6-5 victory right there. So he's going to be back like a fractured jaw, like the 27th, what did it say, 27th or 29th, somewhere around there. So we're going to need to bring somebody up. Who can it be? Because I have like Douglas playing. I got to bring up Schuber, right? It's got to be Schuber. So Kurtz goes down. That actually might, I don't want to say it's a good thing, but it gives me the opportunity to move Moser up in the lineup. And then I can move Clifton up, -5. Oh, my God, Douglas, you ain't it. I'm going to need to bring up Schuber, I'm pretty sure. So hang on a second. Defenseman. Yeah, it's got to be Schuber, right? So Schuber, you're coming up. All right, he's not going to have any waiver issues. I'll edit the AHL lines. Who can I get in there? The AHL, I really don't care. We're all just playing the top guys. We're going to see who grows, and then we're going to make decisions. Extra lines, what is this? 4-on-4 lines, what is it? Extra attacker? Okay, Ratty. Let me get Kessel in there. All right, and shootout, Curry, Ratty, okay, let me just choose somebody. Karpatsev. Come on, I clicked A. Jesus, game. All right, very good. Now back to the NHL. And if we look at our defenseman, no, it cannot be Douglas. It has got to be Schuber. All right. Now, Schuber, that kind of hurts us. There you go. I'll make a change there. Kesselring. Schuber and Clifton, Kesselring and Lazan. And then power play. How does my power play get affected with, Schuber goes to the second line. So, I'm not going to have Schuber there. We are going to put, who can I put there to get a little bit more? Moser, just to get him some points. Yeah, there you go. Moser can go in there. We get the +1 back, all right? All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Kurtz and D'Angelo now injured for our team. So we are getting hit with the injury bug. That freaking D'Angelo injury. And when's he coming back, by the way? Injury report. Yeah, man, that thing is lasting a lot longer than I thought. When's he coming back? A concussion. Returning December 25th. Okay, I didn't read that right. I didn't pick up on that. He was gone for a lot longer than I thought. My God. All right, so that's a win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. I said we want to go, what, 8-6 or something like that? Or 12. Okay, so we're only 2 games below 500 now. Come on. Philadelphia Flyers, they're below 500. Come on, Utah. That's a 4-0 victory. All right, all of a sudden, your Utah Yeti are on a 3-game winning streak, and they have points. Or no, I wouldn't even say points. They're 4-1-1 in their last 6 games. So that 6-game losing streak was rough, but was it just a one-off? Let's see where we sit. 13, 14, 27 points. Yeah, we're only 5 points behind the playoffs right now. And the games in hand aren't even that bad. All right, come on, guys. Just go 500 from here to the end of the season. Not the end of the season, end of the month. And then we can end it, and the fans can chip in, maybe make a trade, make things easier for us. Come on now. Washington, 5-3 loss. Not good. The LA Kings, not competing with them for a playoff spot, but still want points. Want point. Go on a 3-game winning streak to lose the 2 teams that, well... Yeah, Washington was good. Man, needed to beat the LA Kings. Oh my God, here we go. 2 big games. Nashville and Minnesota. All right, come on, we're due. We're due for a win. The Nashville Predators, 3rd in our division. Big game right here. Big game. Up against the Predators. 7-3 win. Big game. All right, don't let that losing streak go longer than 2. Big freaking win right there. And then the Minnesota Wild. Look at the Blues. The Blues are down in last now. It's crazy, our division. The Minnesota Wild, they have a wild card spot with 31 points. We can tie them with a win right here. Come on. Big game. Up against the Wild. Tony DeAngelo is returned to the lineup. All right, go to roster moves. So DeAngelo is ready to play. Defenseman. That means Schubert, you're getting sent back down, my man. Whoa. Waivers. He is waivers. Okay, so he is waivers. 0.8. Schubert, if I lose you to waivers, buddy, I do. It sucks, but I can't do it. I have to do it. The only guy I can send down would be Kurtz, but he's injured. I don't think you can send an injured player up and down. Schubert, if you get picked up in waivers, it is what it is. Yep. Let's see. No one picked him up. Thank God. Thank God no one picked him up. All right, so NHL lines. I need everyone. I need all the depth I can get. Defensively, Moser, Chikrin, Clifton, and yes, finally, DeAngelo. Oh, but it's a playable injury. Oh, my God. Who else can I get in there? Douglas, Rempe. Whatever. You're playing. You're playing. DeAngelo, you're playing. I need them playing. Yeah, Moser on the first line. Yep. Gunther and Moser. Yeah, that's fine right there. What about my penalty kill? Did my penalty kill get screwed up at all? Taking those guys off. Clifton, Chikrin, Lazon, Moser, and then DeAngelo and Kesselring. Yep, that's fine. All right. So the injuries are good. And then the AHL squad, I just got to make sure that, Nord is out of there and Schuber's back in. There you go. All right, I think I got everything, right? Yeah. All right, so here's praying that DeAngelo doesn't get injured. And it's an overtime loss to Minnesota. All right, I'll take that. That's points. It's points. I would have liked to have beaten the team in our division, but still points. Tony DeAngelo is fully healed. All right, so 4 more games before the first. If we could just win 2 of them, get to 16, get to 2 of them. I mean, I wanted to get to 17, didn't I? Yeah, I wanted 8 and 6. So if we can win 3 of them, that'd be great. The New York Islanders, the Eastern Conference champions from last year. Let's see what we got. That's a 4-1 win. All right, you know what? We're actually simulating a lot better here. This is not that bad. Hey, one big trade, you never know. And we're going to take a look at that. 16-11-3, the Colorado Avalanche. Now, they're probably going to be in the playoffs with that roster, but still points. Look how close the division is. My God. Dallas, look at that. Oh, my God. 7 of the 8 teams are split up by 3 points. That's insane. We got to beat our divisional opponents this year. The Colorado Avalanche. Let's see what we got. That's a 6-1 loss. Yeah, that makes sense. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Andreas Kurtz is available to play in the next game. Get him back in there. Get him back in there. Now, we had Moser on the first line. Maybe that is helping us out, but I want Kurtz to play. So we got to get Kesselring out of there for Kurtz. If I move him up in the lineup, I'm -2. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, Kurtz, you got to move back up to the first line, my man. Oof. I got to do it, though. Then Moser, DeAngelo. Yep. This lineup got us to 9 and 7, so let's see what happens. Injuries. Yeah, and then Kurtz on the power play, right? Yeah, we want to make sure that Kurtz is getting some power play time. So Gunther, Moser. Yeah, we don't want Moser in there. We want Kurtz in there. Hang on a second. Yeah, Andreas Kurtz. Bang. There it is. All right, so the +2 re-engaged. What happened with the simulation? Nothing happened with the simulation. So 2 more games before the 1st of January. The Tampa Bay Lightning, that's a 4-2 win. Last game, we could crawl back to 500. Come on, boys. Up against the St. Louis Blues. A big game here. The Blues are behind us by 2 points. We can put ourselves up into a wild card spot with a win right here. Come on. Big game up against the St. Louis Blues. That's a 5-2 loss. All right. I'll take that. Yeah. So 16, 18, and 2. We are, what about the Pacific Division? Let's see. The Pacific, the Golden Knights, 36 points, 36. Yeah, 36 seems to be about where the wild card is, which means we're only 2 points behind. So this season is still salvageable, all right? So what can we do? What line changes could we make? Let's take a look at the team stats, the player stats, all that good stuff. And progress reports. Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, so what do I want to do first? I want to do team stats first, yes. All right, so let's see how our team is simulating here and what we can improve upon, all right? So Winnipeg at the top of our division, goals for per game. Where are we at? We're at 3.36. Now, I actually don't think that that's bad. I think we're scoring enough goals. Just these other teams are scoring so many goals as well. But you got to think that those are going to come back down. Goals against per game, we are the worst for goals against. So if we're going to make the playoffs, we got to find a way to keep the puck out of the net. I have a feeling that is our blue line. All right. Power play percentage, where are we? 18.1. All right. So it did go back up. Thank God. Penalty kill percentage, 80%. Yeah, our penalty kill could get a lot better as well. So I'm thinking blue liners. If we want to acquire somebody, that could be a big upgrade for us. Home, 6-9-1. Away, 10-9-1. And our last 10, we are 5-4-1. Let's take a look at the player stats. In a second here. Patrick Laine leading our team. Let me just sort by forwards. Patrick Laine leading our team with 36 points. Veshy, 20 goals in 36 games played, 83 overall. So is he going to continue to grow over the course of the year? He's a -13, though, along with Matias Michelli. So the first line not really getting it done. But at the same time, I want to play him so that he grows and he gets the +5. So we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Cooley, you put a shooter alongside of him. He does great. Same thing with Michelli. So maybe some X factors for them. Doan having a great season. 32 points in 36 games played for Josh Doan. So we're going to have to take our hits this year, but these guys are going to get much better with their overall growth for sure. Nabokov, 18 points in 36 games played. All right, and all these guys down here. Defenseman, Chikarin, Moser, a -16. My God, that second line. I think it was that second line with Kesselring. During our 6-game losing streak, I should have done a much better job there. Yeah, I didn't know D'Angelo was going to be injured for so damn long, man. And then, yeah, there we go. Back to this. But I'm not blaming Swayman because we've seen Swayman simulate well in the past. We have got to figure out the defensive core. And we can do that. We can absolutely do that, all right? So there is that. Now, let's take a look at who would be available in the, or for a trade. We all know that Werenski is there. Hang on a second. But who else is there? Skaters matching the block. So I'm going to sort it by overall, all right? We want a blue liner that can really help us out. So Uyghur, 32 years of age. Rasmus Anderson, 6 years left at 8.6. That's a little bit high. And then you got their older players. So no, I wouldn't want to get Mackenzie Uyghur. Teravainen, no. Seth Jones, 32 years of age, no. Orlov, no. That ain't going to work. Again, Werenski injured. I don't know how long the injury is for. We can take a look at that. There you go. So our scout ended up scouting Zach Werenski. He's perfect. He is the exact same as like Chikarin. If it was top 2, he'd be pinch cycle. But top 4, it's either balance, or pinch balance. Because our second line is balance, I believe. Or it's pinch balance. Yeah, so this guy would be like Chikarin, and he would help out the penalty kill. That's exactly what we need, right? Now, would we be able to get Werenski? I don't know. Would we be able to make it work with the salary cap? I would have to do some due diligence and figure that out. Shane Gostisbehere, that's a rental. Remember, we could re-sign Werenski if we want. Drew Doughty, no. Masters, Perbix, no. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, no. Nurmi, no. Giroux, there's a forward, no. Travis Sanheim, 30 years of age, no X factors. Although it does work out on all top 4, it's the same thing, yeah. All power play lines and all penalty killing lines, locked in for 5 years, 30 years of age. So you could either get Werenski, who you know, all the X factors would probably get you +5 on whatever line he's at, or you could go Sanheim, less trade value, better contract, 5 years. That works out for me because he's not going to drop off till 32, 33. And he works out on every line. You don't have to give up that much for him. Brady Shea, no. DeMello, no. These guys are all a little bit too old for me. Bogosian, Gauthier, Cowan. No defenseman here. And then Alex Tuck, a bunch of forwards from the Washington Capitals, the Winnipeg Jets, no. And then we're back to the Anaheim Ducks. So, you got Werenski from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and you got Sanheim from the Philadelphia Flyers. Should we do it? I don't know. And also, let's take a look at the progress reports from our younger players. Now we can try to figure out which guys do we want to hold on to and which guys do we want to part ways with. Remember, I showed you guys who works on which line. Oh, there we go. Vesey is growing. Good. Vesey is growing. Natural growth. That's all I want to see. As long as he's not at 0. Like, what about Kurtz? Kurtz, is he growing? 4. Thank God. Kurtz is growing. Natural growth. Thank God. What about down there in the system, though? Sivan? Sivan has got not Nabokov growth. Froats. All right, there's some growth right there. Let me sort by the medium elite. There you go. Curry, oh my God, Curry's already 76 overall. Curry got some growth. Karpatsev, not a lot of growth from Karpatsev there. Bloomqvist, not a lot of growth from our goaltender. Tukkonen, not a lot of growth from Tukkonen. Larson, good growth there from Larson. Gonchar, all right. I mean, I don't see anyone who's really taken off like Nabokov did, right? Svensson, yeah, no one's really taken off here. Fritz, all right, so you know what? If you guys want to trade any one of these guys, you can make the argument for it. Zadorov, there you go. Zadorov had some growth. And Sivan, yeah, I shouldn't say, Sivan did have some growth. All right, so we had a few of them. Not everyone, though. So, potential trade, like 2 of those guys and a draft pick for Werenski. One of those guys for Travis Sanheim. I don't know. What do you guys think? The Year 3 season simulation is underway. We're here at January 1st, and I want to try to make the playoffs for year number 3. That way we don't give a draft lottery pick to the Wild, and also I can convince the Utah fan base that it was the right call. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.